I'm thinking different because I've watched a ton of videos. I've seen what the fuck I want, and I got hungry. And you're looking at me like I'm born different. Like, bro, you can literally Google what you want. Let's say you want a fucking Hellcat so bad. You can Google that thing, screenshot that, a picture in your phone. You could look at that thing 100 times, and you'll probably end up going to get a job that'll pay you at least, you know, $1,000 or $2,000 a month. You'll probably fuck around, go get a $900 payment on the car, you know, and then you'll end up getting one. Like, that's just how it is. Like, you can apply that same stupidity mentality to doing what you love. Like, I'm gonna be an idiot and not sleep. I'm gonna go to the studio and I'm gonna face the consequences of working at 9 a.m. when I came home at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
Like, I could do the same fucking thing, but except with your craft. You know, if a lot of people thought like that too, it'd be a whole different story for, you know, the story of success. Now me, I mean, I've done the same shit. You know, I drove a fucking M2 and I did not need that car. But that's just how it is. It's like, you know, you get that impulse. So if you get that impulse with dumb shit, you should get that impulse with your life too. Yep. You know, that's just how it is, I think. And, you know, it's just me though, bro. Like, if you're not wired that way, it's not possible because you're not fucking wired anyway. It's just how you want to think.
Welcome to another episode of Adversity Kings, episode 1,647,003. Okay, so make sure you tune into all the episodes, like, subscribe. If you're not, then you're probably not succeeding in life. So like and subscribe, Thanks. Share it. If not, then, you know, you're probably going to lose. So that's pretty much it. But no, on this episode of Adversity Kings, we got my boy, Almighty AK.
What's going on? What's going on?
On the podcast. So make sure you guys share this. Find value in it. We're about to run it up. But yeah, to jump right into it, bro. So you're from Chicago?
From Chicago, baby. Born and raised.
Born and raised from Chicago.
Born and raised.
Right now, up and coming Chicago freestyle artist. Nah, he does freestyling, but no, he's right now up and coming rapper out of Chicago. And Chicago's music culture is, I think everybody knows about Chicago's music culture and how it is. So
big and booming.
Yes, sir. So I know you're in some sales yourself as well.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So he's in some sales, rapper up and coming. Definitely was going to open up for Lil Baby and open up for a lot of people like that as well.
Yep.
So we're going to jump into it. And if you guys can tune in, especially if you like the music industry, the sales industry, and just really growing your mind and understanding the mindset of these individuals that are successful in all industries. That's the whole point of this podcast, is so you can add value and take value regardless of what industry you're in and apply it to your life and your dreams and the vehicle that you choose to pursue. So we'll jump into it, bro. If you want to introduce yourself and kind of let them know who you are.
Yeah, man. So, you know, to everybody watching, shout out to Adversity Kings. This is Almighty AK, man. I'm from Chicago, and I like to make music. And, you know, it's been a long journey, man, but, you know, it's coming along. Speaking on what he has said about, you know, with Lil Baby and everything like that, I don't know about everybody, bro. I don't know about you, but, dude, like, the past couple, like, maybe week or two, everybody's been sick.
Yeah. Everybody has been sick. That's true.
Sick, bro. And, you know, so I had two little slots that I was going to be on. I was supposed to be in Cleveland last weekend to open up for Busy Bone out of Bone Thug and Harmony. And, dude, I had to let them know. I had to call one of my guys and tell them, listen, I'm not going to make it. Dude, I was deathly ill last week. I don't know what was going on, bro. Like, it's that new Bovid, bro. That new Bovid.
Everybody getting sick out here, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy. I was, so yeah, I had it. And then I had something, you know, going for Lil Baby and friends. To actually be in Atlanta tomorrow. I couldn't make the travel arrangements in time because, you know, I also got another life, you know.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm in sales too as well. For those of you that don't know, I sell cars as well. So if you need something, get at me. But yeah, I mean, dude, it was you know, it was a good time. I was just in Indiana last weekend with Babyface Ray, and that was a good time too.
Let's go, bro.
Wayne. Shout out to Fort Wayne. They were decent.
For real? How far is that from here, Fort Wayne?
You know, I had someone drive me out there, you know, and it was like a 3.5 hour drive. So I mean, it was all right though. You know, I mean, I drove a little bit of the way because I was getting bored. You know, the seats were getting hot and stuff. So I was like, I gotta move. But it was decent, bro. You know, I'm not gonna lie, it was fun. I've never really been out that way, Indiana. So it was cool to, you know, see what's on the other side.
Yeah, I just drove through Indiana, like to come here and leave here. We drove through Indiana all the time, you know. And to me, I don't really see anything. I'll pass the city, like Indianapolis City, and it looks beautiful, but I don't get a chance to stop and explore, bro. And well, yeah, bro. How long have you been rapping? How long have you been making music for?
So I've been making music for about I want to say 5 years, bro. Now 5 years. Actually, you know, being a recording artist, like in a real studios, probably like 3 years. For the first 2 years, I was doing a lot of stuff on my own, you know, in the house, things like that. Made my own booth out of like Nike shoe boxes and like a Jets blanket. I had a New York Jets blanket, and I put them around and that. So I mean, yeah, about 5 years, you know, for real, going all in about 3.
What started your pursuit on that, bro?
I actually started to make beats. So I'd be all over Logic, you know, this and that, boom, playing with buttons, making sounds, and I was like, fuck, you know, I like rapping, dude. I like how I like rapping. I could put it together. I got a lot of great stories. I got a lot of cool life experience I could throw in there. So I kind of mushed it together, and then, you know, next day I knew I had dropped like 2 songs. The first song, it did like decent on SoundCloud because it was so like terribly produced.
Yeah.
That it did so well on SoundCloud. And then second song I had done that had popped off when I was in high school was Mellow. So Mellow was, you know, something that hit like, I mean, it was out for a couple weeks or so, and it was hitting 30K on SoundCloud, 40K.
Let's go, bro.
So I had the whole school running around singing 2 cell phones like hello, last name Ball, no I'm not Mellow. I had the whole school running around for that shit. It was fucking wild.
That's organic traffic, no like money into promotions, advertisement.
No, I was fucking 16 coming off of just trapping and being a dickhead all my years. So like, you know, I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna take this for real, seriously, use my talent for real, and then boom, yeah, it was just coming and coming and coming.
Wow, bro.
It was cool. It was a cool time, bro. Seeing everybody, you know, that, you know, just everybody jocking you for your song. It was kind of funny. It was cool.
Yeah, I mean, dude, that's it, bro. Like, just, I mean, dog, I've done some freestyling, you know, and stuff like that, but I've never like officially made music. Like but you know, I've been on so far the podcast with a lot of artists, man, and that's the thing, bro. It's like a lot of them, you know, some of them they have that natural talent, like it sounds like you have right now, and then some of them it's just they just been putting in work for so many years, and it's like. You got both, man. That's how you get there, man. I think that's a beautiful thing to do is be able to really make music in general, bro, because you're expressing yourself, and music's helped people mentally, physically, spiritually.
Bro. It's therapeutical, bro.
Yeah, 100%, bro. So congrats to you on that, bro. But what you said earlier, that you started a studio and basically a booth with shoe boxes, bro. What's that about? Like, because I did that, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Is when I started. When I was younger, I was gonna like do that full time, as like be a rapper, you know.
Well, you know, this was when I was just coming up, bro, and you know, money was never tight, as in that way, is because I was doing a lot of stuff. I was hustling to get a lot of money. When I was young, I always liked money, bro. Money's always been a thing that I can't live without. I will not live without, and I fear that I won't have, you know, if you don't work hard. So, me personally, bro, like I'd gotten a Mac, you know, I bought a MacBook. I had tons of sneakers at the time because I was just doing. What I loved, you know, I was just buying shoes, bro. I love shoes. I put together a whole entire studio in my house, you know, with boxes and everything like that too. Then at one point, I had transferred it over to a buddy of mine house. Shout out to Revo. I don't talk to him no more, but damn, good ass times. And I had put it in his closet, bro. The whole thing. I gutted his whole closet. I told him, get all your shit out, get everything out of your closet. We're putting a studio here. He liked to sing, so. We grabbed everything out of his closet, put a huge blanket over that after I did the shoe boxes, you know, whatever, because it was starting to get like a little clustered. Brought this little monitor over, this TV. I was up there, I would say he was an insomniac. He wouldn't sleep, so I would be up there from maybe like 10:30 p.m. to like 4 a.m. the next morning, just doing whatever, like recording, sitting in there. It was the best thing ever, bro. So like before I was really in studios and paying my hard-earned money to get in there and, you know, pay somebody to mix my music, I was doing it all by myself, bro, like off the muscle. Yeah, and I really like to just get it going and give it to somebody that knows what they're doing, you know, so I can just give them the money and get the fuck out. Because I just want to make my craft. Yeah. I don't want to sit there and have to play with the voice effects and everything because my engineer, shout out to True right now, but he knows what I like, bro. So I get in there and it's done. Here's the beat. Here's how I want it to sound. Let's go. And then that's it. There's no more questions. It's work time until it's over. Yeah.
I mean, bro, that's awesome, bro.
It's cool, bro. It's really fun. It's a fun thing, and I heard a lot of people try to tell me, you know, oh, they want to rap, and they want to try to get big. Well, it's a fucking big process to get big. You know, you just don't get big overnight. And I would say for a lot of the times, even, you know, getting into shows and shit like this, I mean, it's a blessing because, you know, a lot of people haven't even made it this far yet. And sometimes I feel like I'm not doing enough, you know? Yeah. So I guess it's just the success mindset because you're never content.
Truthfully, bro.
Yeah.
It's always another mountain to climb.
Right, all right. That's what they say, That's how they want it to see, They don't want you to be happy. But we're happy,
Yeah, man.
We're happy, baby. Yeah.
Well, what about, so, I mean, going from that, and that's what people don't really see, bro, is like, is starting, you just got to start. Like a lot of people, they're too scared to start or they want to wait for perfect conditions to start. And honestly, you just got to start. So for you and starting in the music and kind of going from there, jumping and transitioning from, obviously being in the closet with the shoeboxes to transitioning fully into the studio and kind of getting to where you're at now, starting to open up for, people like Lil Baby and like these other people, mixed with sales, bro, because you sell cars, right? And anybody that knows, because I used to sell cars too. My stepdad sells cars and he works 12 hours, 6 days a week.
Yeah.
So it's hard to do both of those at the same time. How do you kind of manage that as far as your life goes?
Bro, I don't. And that's the best way to do it. I don't manage shit. I think the best way to do it is a lot of times just go with the flow, because when you're trying to I think of everything like if you're trying to get in the way with what you're meant to do, like you're going to fuck yourself up. I know when I work for 12 hours and I come back and I've sold a couple cars like this and that, whatever, and I'm fucking tired, I've had a great day so far during my day. Then I got studio time. Like, I'm not tired. I'm excited to go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I feel like, if you start planning that out and you schedule out, like, okay, well, Wednesdays, I'm going to go to the studio. Or Tuesdays, I'll be there till 12:30 to, like, 10. Like, when you start to do that, bro, like, you're giving your mind too much of, like, you're giving yourself a closed thinking space, bro. Like, I want all my open time. Like, I do so much shit during the day that, like, my mom tells me, you're going to burn yourself out. You're going to burn yourself out. I've been this way for 2.5 fucking years. I haven't burned myself out.
Yeah.
But the way it is, like, I'll go to work. I'll go to the studio. I'll still make time for the gym. I'll go home.
Yep.
Like, I mean, it's just how it's supposed to be, bro. I'll come home. Like, I'm fucking hungry. I'll have to cook. I got the work next week. I got studio. I'm going to have to meal prep. Like, I got stuff to do, bro. It's kind of like, that's how I really schedule my things to do, because it's like, if you try to put them in like a to-do list or it's like I'm just boxing myself in to fuck it all up. Yeah. That's how I feel.
I agree with that. I mean, I can understand that, bro, 100%, because it's like you miss, I'm here an hour extra.
Right.
I missed this. It's like, oh, shit, you know what I mean? I think it's different, too, like some people, and, they can plan it out. But, yeah, bro, I agree. Like, that's 100%, dude. I completely agree with that. Well, you, so you're in Chicago, live in Chicago, right? Are you in the city directly, or are you suburbs, or?
I was, and then I'm back and forth, bro. I'm a little bit right out, and then I'm in the burbs. Like I'm all around, bro, because it's like, I don't know. I do a ton of stuff. I'm in the studios, isn't it? When I'm in the studios, I'm closer to the city. When I'm just relaxing, or I'm at home doing home things, I'm by the burbs. Like I like to kind of spread it out. Now, one thing I do like to do though is travel. So I definitely like to be back and forth. That's why, but I'm definitely around, bro. Like you'll see me in fucking, I don't even know, on Lakeshore Drive 2 hours from now, and then in 4 hours you'll see me in like fucking Itasca, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's just how it goes.
Yeah.
So that's just how it is.
That's good, bro. I mean, you ain't wasting time.
No, bro,
next to next. Like, speed defies gravity. You gotta just go. You gotta go.
You gotta try to make time for the family and everything like that too. Although it's hard, you know what I mean. But through all that stuff too, bro, that you do, you gotta make time for the family. I'm a firm believer though of, if you don't got fucking time for it and your mental capacity is completely worn out because you're doing all the stuff you need to be doing and you don't have time to do something that you love to do, I'm a firm believer of saying fuck that. Keep going and keep pushing. Like, not to sulk, I didn't get to see this and this weekend or do this weekend. Like, I don't know, bro. I'm just a firm believer of go. They call me crazy, bro. Can you believe that?
Yeah. Average people will, bro. Average people will always call you crazy. They think, oh, you're doing too much. Like, that's how we are out here, bro. I've been sleeping at the office, and we've been sleeping at the office, I mean, for 3 years and, 7 days a week, and we don't stop. And people tell me all the time, like, you're insane. Like, why? What's the point? It's like, they don't see the long-term vision a lot of times, bros. You know what I mean? Is they see the now vision. And it's like, listen, personally, bro, like, and you're in the same boat, dude. It's like, you got a dream, bro. You got a vision that you want to achieve, bro. And you realize that you live one time. And, like, that's it.
And it's like, a lot of people will complain like, oh, I can't sleep in the work spot, or I can't do this. But bro, if you're fucking dedicated enough to do it, you're gonna sleep anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I call my engineer up True right now. Ask how many times they've caught me down tremendous on the couch in the studio. Like, it's all about how you want to do it. But I've been in there till like 4:30 a.m. and I got work at 9 a.m. the next morning.
Yeah.
Like, it's just all about how you want to go about it, you know? If you got it in you, bro, it's in you. Like, it's not on you, it's in you, you know? But,
100%.
yeah, I feel like y'all get that too, man. I mean, I see you guys always on here grinding that on Instagram and stuff, too. I'd sleep in this spot, too. It's a really nice spot.
100%.
Shout out to Adversity Kings, man.
Appreciate that, bro. Yeah, and some nights we don't sleep, bro. Some days you don't eat. Like, and that's what it's about. It's like you can say it's unhealthy, you can say this is healthy, but at the end of the day, it's like if you got to get something done,
Facts.
you got to do whatever it takes to get it done. If you're truly obsessed with something, that's the difference you'll find between, you know, great people and not even just average people, but even good people. Like, the enemy of great is good. You know what I mean? So if you want to truly be a legendary or a legend in what you do, there will be nights and days you won't eat, you won't sleep. And
100%.
And that's in nights where you're in the studio till 4:30 in the morning, got work at 9, you know, to sell cars, and you got to come still with your best self, bro. Especially when you're selling.
Energy, bro. Or else you're not selling shit. You're gonna sell hopes and dreams. You know what I mean? And that's one thing too. Is like a lot of people tell me too. Like I said, like I'll wear myself out. You know, my girl's on my ass, my mom's on my ass. Everybody, you know that I tell them I'm like sleep's for the week.
Yeah.
That's how I come back and I'm at, but. It's like, you know, if you keep pushing, you know, one day you're gonna strike gold, bro. You know, like coal miners and shit just didn't get lucky that they were just in the right spot at the right time, and they ended up just cracking some, and then boom, there's some, you know, something valuable in there. Like, you know, it's just about, you know, your position, and if you're built for this shit, dude, you keep working and working and working and working, you're gonna touch something.
100%.
You're gonna touch something. But yeah, it's a long process, and you know, if you're ready for it, shit, you gotta get going. You gotta hit the road fast.
Yeah, bro, you do. Well, that's so looking into the future for you, bro. Obviously, you know, I'd imagine you're looking to not sell cars anymore, right?
No.
Long term.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's a great business. Shout out to Drew, you know, but you got me right over there. But I don't know, bro. It's like, you know, it's a great business, especially for like young men coming up that want, you know, some experience and, you know, being like money hungry and also, you know, working for yourself, because at the end of the day, you know, you're really working for yourself. You're your own boss to an extent, you know, to a time where, you know, you got to reach out to a customer yourself, or I got to let somebody know that, hey, I'm not going to be here today. I need you to give me the key. Like, this is like, you're your own boss. Yeah. You're running your own little side business while you're just getting numbers from, you know, your managers, whatever, this and this. And, you know, I'd assume, you know, I wouldn't like to stay in this business for much longer as of the fact that I do have another career. But there's nothing wrong with the business. Like I said, I mean, 100%. I feel like this is a perfect opportunity. I feel like any type of sales is a perfect opportunity for a young man or woman to really get like some real badass experience and, you know, just talking to people. I mean, you don't even need to learn. When you're selling cars, fuck the car. The car's going to sell itself. You're putting on the show for, you know, the customer, because when I go in there, I know I'm not going to buy from fucking Bob that's selling me this shit and he's boring. I'm going to buy it from I don't know, Alex, because he's rocking around and he's doing all types of shit with his hands while he's talking about the car. That's exactly why. So it's a show, bro. But no, honestly, I would not like to stay in the business because of the fact that I have another career that I'd like to pursue. Other than that, I think it's fantastic, bro. Yes,
sir. And that's kind of what was going to lead me into my next question, which you're exactly correct. I mean, sales in any realm of sales is going to teach you just you got to sell yourself every day, bro. Right. I'd imagine like you're not going to get booked on, no matter how good you are, you're not going to get booked on shows if you can't sell yourself. Right. Just like I was talking to, like I said, shout out to Real Young G, who was just on here, and he was talking about marketing and advertising, right? So you got to sell yourself, bro, because if no one knows who you are, it don't matter how good you are.
It does not matter. You can have the best song on the planet, and if nobody knows who Almighty AK is, kiss that shit goodbye. You might as well have just sent it to all your friends and stopped doing this shit. You know, I'm serious. But, I mean, you know, having your name out there and having promotion is definitely one thing that a lot of people overlook, I feel like, during their time of making music and or coming up, whatever. Like, it's always a spot that a lot of people need help on. Now, unless you're some sort of social media genius, I mean, I suggest hiring, like, people that would do this for you, A&Rs, management, things like that. And I had a couple people that were actually running my social media for a little while. And then it just got to a point where it was getting a little too like unpersonal for me. So I was like, all right, I got to get back on doing this shit. So I do feel like, you know, social media is really big on, you know, making you pop, because like you said, bro, if you have a perfect song, you have no online presence, kiss the song goodbye.
Yeah. And
that's just how it goes. It's not because you suck, or it's not because, you know, everyone's against you. It's because you're just not following the steps.
Yeah. No one knows who you are. Yeah, bro, 100%.
Facts.
How much do you think that sales has contributed to your musical career right now?
Honestly, bro, I mean, it's everything. I mean, you know, you getting booked for shows or podcasts and this and this, and then you come up here and, I mean, you're asking me questions, bro. Like, I gotta be able to come back with how, you know, I'm maneuvering, how my life is. Like, I gotta let you know what's going on. If I'm just up here like, hey, yeah, I'm on my, like, yeah, you make music, yeah, it's cool, like, it's cool. No, you gotta be able to, you know,
Yeah.
explain, you know. So it makes you a little bit more open. Now, when you're talking to people, you know, you're making fantastic eye contact. Your body language is like you gain manners that you know you should have been had already. But
Yeah, true.
You gain manners, and you also just it's a mindset that it's like, fuck you, you're gonna buy this from
Yep.
me, and if it's me that you're gonna buy, fuck you, you're gonna buy it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the mindset for it. But yeah, that's kind of what it's shaped into now.
Well, that's your belief, man. I mean,
Yeah.
like that's huge that you touched on that because, you know, and don't get that misconstrued. Like the whole point of that is you believe so much in your product that you believe somebody's life would be worse off without it.
Right.
Like go for what you want, man. There's no playing it safe. You're gonna play yourself right safe into average and mediocrity, which is miserable itself. So it ain't even safe. You're guaranteed to just have a mental miserable life, you know what I mean, living average because you weren't meant to do so. So you believe so much in your product, you believe in yourself, and that's the biggest thing of sales is one word I can put it in is belief. Now, did you have and this could be in sales, music, and life, or did you, a lot of people, you know, they grow up, you have a mentor, right? So did you have a specific mentor that you could attribute that's helped you with your mindset, not only that, your talents in sales, music, or helped you in life in general, that you have a mentor specifically that you kind of look up to?
You know what, man? It's hard to say exactly who I looked up to, whether it's to like me. I find a lot of people, and I come across tons of people throughout just my regular days or just, you know, so far in my lifetime. I've come across a lot of people that I found that have either been, you know, very good for me or very bad for me, but either way I get a lesson dropped in. So I feel like, you know, a lot of that stuff has contributed to, you know, how I go about stuff and, you know, what guided me towards my path is because of either A, decisions I've made, or seeing people make decisions that I would never fucking do. You know what I mean? So, like, a lot of that. But, yes, I mean, I've had a couple of people, you know, in sales when I was working at a first store that I was over at. I was actually at an Acura. And, you know, there was a couple of the older salesmen over there. And, I mean, they were clocking in almost like $250 from just being on the sales floor. I mean, that's a pretty good fucking amount of money. You know what I mean?
That people would kill for that money, yeah.
People would kill for that money. I mean, you're talking about well over $100,000 at least. And the, you know, so that was a lot of stuff that had molded me on the sales side. Music, I mean, it was really just, I would see a lot of people that just, you know, didn't believe in me at first until that mellow shit was coming out, this and this and this. And then I just realized it was like, fuck you. Like, I'm gonna do it regardless.
Yep.
That was the mindset to it. And then I'd meet a ton of people, you know, they'd tell me, you know, oh, I do this, or I make music. And I'd look at myself, and I'd always think I'm not doing enough. But, you know, I'm opening up with Ray, I'm traveling, I'm this and that, and I look back, you know, my TikToks blow up. I got fucking 20K on there, like this and this. I'm like, you know, maybe I'm doing pretty fine. You know, maybe I'm doing pretty okay. And I feel like that's what a lot guides me. Now, for TikTok, I had somebody mentoring me. His name was HB. Shout out to HB. You know, I had like a plan I was working on. It was almost like a diet plan, but now you're working with social media. So I had a lot of shit that I would have to do, a lot of posts. I'd have to baby some posts, do analytics, you know, look through those, you know, see where the followers are coming from, all the types of shit. So I had something going on like that, but nobody in particular, man. I mean, I just feel like I absorbed a lot, and that's what I like to do is just fucking, I absorb and I listen.
Always a student, bro. Always remaining a student.
I feel like, you know, when you're quiet, when you talk, everybody listens because they want to figure out, you know, why the fuck you're so quiet. So when you talk, your words mean something. So you listen a lot. You're always the guy bouncing around, being that fucking class clown around, you know, which I was when I was a class clown, which is funny to say. But I feel like when you're not that clown bouncing around and, you know, talking too much and you listen, you gain a lot, bro. You see what's going on around.
100%, bro.
Yeah.
So, I mean, really, with that, bro, with just the mindset that you have, that's 100% is like you learn from everybody, no matter what it is, good or bad. You learn what to do, what not to do, and I think that's huge, bro. And the fact that you just said that is pretty huge. And what about reading? Do you read at all, a lot or no?
Bro, yeah. So I'm actually working on this book. My mom had grabbed me. She said it was a good read, and this I don't know if you're familiar with Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, Matthew McConaughey.
I think it's called Green Lights or something like that. And you know, he goes over a lot of topics where, you know. I like this one thing in his book that he was talking about where he takes all of he had a notebook of bumper stickers. Now it'd be like little little phrases and shit like that he'd see all throughout his life or like whatever throughout the years, and he'd put them in a fucking notebook, dude. And he'd go and he'd look back and he'd read them, and he would just try to apply those things to his life. Like it was one of the coolest things I've ever seen. Yeah, I'll give you the link for the book. That was one of the coolest things I've ever read. I'm still not done with the book, but I mean, I've noticed that from page, I don't even remember, like 50. It was somewhere very recent in the book where it really just hooked me on the type of guy that guy was. And, you know, he goes into depth on his family, things like that. I think Rich Dad, Poor Dad's a good book.
Yep, Robert Kiyosaki.
Yeah, guy's fucking genius. I went through that one. I can't say I've read a ton of other books. I mean, I used to read a lot as a kid. Now I'm just kind of going with the motions. When I got time to read, I'll be able to, you know, dabble in my books. I got sales books, you know, it's all types of shit.
100%.
But
what about Grant Cardone?
Grant Cardone, voice crack, you like that one? The Grant Cardone, I'm not gonna lie to you, my cousin loves him. I don't watch YouTube too much. I'm not really on there, but I've seen, like, you know, some of his. He's the one guy that does like courses and things like that, right?
Yeah, he does. So he's actually in real estate.
That's what it is.
But he started in car sales. That's how he made like his first like initial amount of money to get into real estate was car sales. He literally just grinded like car sales. He was selling people like 1 a.m. He'd force like his finance manager and finance like to stay there, like selling them at 1 a.m. and stuff like that. Like he's a beast, and he wrote a lot of sales books like Sell or Be Sold, The Closer Survival's Guide. That's what we all study here. It's like 180 different closes about car sales and stuff like that, bro. So, but again, back to sales, man. It teaches you so much, dude. Mm-hmm. What about you though, bro? Because like a lot of people, you know, they struggle with something. You know, everybody has like an enemy or weakness that they struggle with. Some people, they don't believe in themselves. Some people, they listen to the hate or the negative talk from other people that give up on their dreams. They think it's too hard. They give up easy. They're lazy, arrogant, whatever the case may be. Some people stage fright. They can never get on a stage. Like they're scared to get on a stage, and they're so scared that they're not willing to do anything to change that. But what about you, bro? What would you say that your biggest struggle was coming up through music, through your career, through your life? What was some of the biggest struggles that you faced?
I want to say one of the biggest things I had went through was really realizing what type of progress I'm making. You know, a lot of people, you know, they'll overthink that they're doing a lot. You know, they'll be like, oh, I'm really doing it. Like, look at this, bro. Like, some guy that's been looking for a job, you know, he'll find one job a month, and then he'll go back on the couch sitting down. He'll apply for one job on the for the month, and then he'll go back and sit down on the fucking couch, continue to eat pizza, let his bitch yell at him, whatever, this and this. And then, you know, they feel like they're doing a lot. Like,
yeah.
Man, I'll do so much, and I'll be like, damn, I haven't done shit.
Yep.
That's my biggest weakness. Is it's not doubting myself. It's like selling myself so short of what I've been doing. Like I was in, you know, doing all these shows or this and this, be like, damn, I need arenas, or like, damn, I need that.
Yeah.
Like, it's just ungratefulness, and I hate that because I'm blessed, and I realized that, you know, for the past couple of years I'm fucking blessed, and people have to really realize when they're blessed. Like everyone's blessed, but they really need to realize that they have to have that nice realization with themselves. But me, it's that, not realizing what I have. That's me, 100%. You know, because
I can agree with that, bro, 100%.
I feel like you go in and out, back and forth. You do a bunch of cool shit. You drive a bunch of fun cars, just this and that, and then it's like you're not grasping that shit. You're not enjoying it. You're just like, I don't know. It was a sense of like entitlement. You know what I mean? Rather, it's to me being grateful for all that shit.
Yeah, bro.
That's one of the things.
1,000%, dude. I agree with that 1,000%. That's how I am here, and that's how we get in this business is a lot of people. I mean, you're not going to get immediate results, but you've been in the game 5 years.
Right.
Most people within 3 years would expect to be chilling with Polo G and right. Drake, and they expect to be on tracks with Drake and blow up, and it's like it's not the case.
And the track with Drake is like, you know, you're destined. Like,
yeah.
That's it. Like, you put a track with Drake out, it's over.
Yeah, exactly, bro. So, that's the thing, and it's like,
some high expectations.
How long has Drake been grinding for? I mean
shit,
20 plus years, 20 bro.
Some years, yeah.
And that's what I'm saying is these people think they want to be an overnight success in 3 years, 5 years. It's like, dude, it's gonna take decades of work, dude.
Time, bro. It takes time.
And it can get you sometimes. Like you said, bro, I've been caught in that where like when I came from no money, so whenever I started, I just wanted a new car.
Right.
And if I could get a new Honda, I would be like, that was crazy to me.
Right.
You know what I mean? If I could have $1,000 in my bank account, that would be crazy to me when I started. That's where I came from. And now getting used to, you know, making hundreds of thousands a year and driving these exotic cars and talking to people like you and top class, top tier people, you kind of get used to it. Like you said, you always want more.
And you feel like you deserve it.
Exactly.
That's the problem is a lot of people don't feel like they deserve it. Oh, I'm on this podcast. I deserve it. I'm raw. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like that because I'm fucking blessed to be on the show. You're blessed to be given the show. Like, that's just how it is, bro. It should be like that, you know? And, you know, touching back on what you said, bro, it's like literally like, you know, when you get in that environment, you know, you're making a couple $100,000, you're fucking off some money, you know, you're going to expensive restaurants with your girl and you're in Gucci and then you're in Louis Vuitton and then next thing you know, you fucking bought her a bag. Like, it's cool and all and it's a badass little thing to do, but at the end of the day, like, you gotta relax, you gotta step back, you gotta be like, hey, this is what I wanted, I gotta play it smart because a lot of people will really overturn themselves. I mean, I've fucked off a bag millions of times. When I was first starting in the industry, I would do whatever, you know, I would spend if I made 10 grand in a month, I'd spend like 8. You know what I mean? Like, it was a fucking shit show. So, yeah, that's my advice is shit, just take it slow.
Yeah, bro. Keep doing the work. People stop doing the work.
People stop working. Yeah.
They stop doing what got them there in the first place. And that's and I've been a victim of this too, is like, there's a process. Like you said, the foundation and the process. The greatest people just do the basics very well.
Right.
Because they don't stop doing the basics. Most people do the basics and they think they're so good they don't got to do the basics anymore. It's like, nah, bro, you still got to do the basics. You just got to do more now if you want more, you know, on top of that, bro. And your mind adapts to it. You know, at first you doing that, bro, might have seemed overwhelming, but now you got it on lock, bro. And to other people you look crazy, but to you, you're like, this shit's normal to me now.
Yeah, and I feel like, you know, sometimes, you know, I feel bad too because I got family at home and shit, and you know, I'm traveling over and I'm in these cars and shit, and I'm, you know, I just feel like, damn, like they look at me as like something, and you know, it's like the fact of the matter is like, you know, like how you were saying, touching back on earlier, is a lot of people are very afraid to, you know, go after what they want to do. So you'll never catch somebody that has that type of mindset in a fucking Ferrari or a Lamborghini.
Yeah, never.
Or rocking out a show in Indiana with 2,000 people screaming, you know, for your song. So it's literally about like how you go about it. It's literally about how you literally think about in your whole life and how you think of yourself. Because a lot of people have insecurities, but I mean, bro, if you really think you can't rock the stage like I can, or you can't fucking, you know, get money like you, or you can't get money like us, or like whatever, like, it's just like, you're broken, bro. You're not gonna fix it if that's the case.
The victim mentality's never been attractive in anything.
No, fuck no. It's not attractive for anybody, you know.
No one cares, bro.
No one cares. I don't care.
Yeah.
If you ask me, I don't give a shit. Like, here's the thing, like, homeless people too, like, I will, from the bottom of my heart, I will help everybody. Like, that's just the person I am. But I'll be damned if I give you money. I'll take you in the store, I'll give you some food, like this and that, and I'll get you the necessity. But a lot of the people, they take it for granted, where they'll, you know, I've seen it a lot of times where countless people will turn around and literally go in the liquor store with your money and shit like that. And that's cool. A lot of people have the opinion where they'll say, hey, you know, it's, you know, you made the decision to give them the money, so what they do with it is on them, or like whatever. But I firmly think like that mindset kind of blows, because it's like, look, bro, if I was homeless and somebody's giving me bread, fuck you, I'm gonna save for a hotel. Like, that's what I'm gonna do. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know. I just kind of like, get a little, what's the word, man? I'm trying to like, because it's not a bad thing. Like, I feel like too, when I hear people bashing those type of people and stuff like that, it pisses me off. Because I'd help whoever. Yeah. Like, I'd literally help whoever. If I had a billion dollars, I'd give it to whoever. I don't give a shit. Like, I think like that's how everybody should think, because if people weren't so greedy, you know, a lot of people would be more successful. Because you got to think about a lot of the times there's success stories and there's people jealous. I mean, there's a ton of rappers you hear getting shot or this and that, boom, 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 from their own people, because they're fucking jealous. Because you didn't have the balls to rock a stage because you suck. And then you're getting mad at me because I'm doing it. You know what I'm trying to say? Am I wrong? Or,
no, I agree 100%.
So it's a lot of shit that goes on. But yeah, bro, it literally all 360 comes full circle. How you say mindset, bro.
Yeah, 100%.
And everybody will sit here. You can watch Joe Rogan. You can watch fucking your boy Andrew Tate. You can watch whoever, and they'll all say mindset. But I mean, until you really grasp that theory and you really put that to, I don't want to say like, I don't want to say put that to work in your life, but you kind of start adapting to like feeling like that, bro, your life will change.
Yeah,
your thoughts will change, your fucking everything will change, your money will change, everything, like literally everything. And then once I applied to that, bro, like I got really hungry, and I knew everything I wanted to do for music would be just fine. You know, and the night too, like I've had like, you know, 2 shows back to back one night. Like, I mean, that type of shit, bro, is like some shit I don't sleep. Like I won't eat for like hours, and that to me is like, you gotta be built for that, bro.
Yeah.
Because I know people that after 2 hours like, fuck, I can't do this. We gotta go to McDonald's or something. Like, we gotta go, you know what I mean? And I've had people around me that are like that too, that can't just be happy for me and shit. But you gotta be built for it, bro.
Yeah, you do. 100%. And you're right. Your mindset changes, dude. Like, and oftentimes many people don't get, because you really can't understand what someone's saying. It can look so different. Like, I can look at you, if I'm like somebody that's never been through a lot of shit and I've just kind of coasted, played the safe route, had an average, easy life. Well, if I'm one of those type of people.
What happened?
You flipped the mic.
Oh, shit. My fault, bro. It sound better like this?
Yeah, it definitely does.
I'm sorry.
I can still hear you, and it's still I can still like have the quality, but
yeah, technical difficulties.
but yeah, bro. Somebody that's lived like an easy life and an average lifestyle, they're not really gonna understand, and they're gonna look at you and be like, "Yeah, this guy just must have been born different."
Right.
Like it can almost look inhuman, right, excuse me, for somebody to do that and grind like that and get a couple hours a night and not eat or something like that, right. And that's because someone else is still in their comfort zone, and there's resistance, bro.
It's sad because it's like, you know, I'm thinking different because I've watched a ton of videos. I've seen what the fuck I want, and I got hungry. And you're looking at me like I'm born different. Like, bro, you can literally Google what you want. Let's say you want a fucking Hellcat so bad. You can Google that thing, screenshot that, a picture in your phone. You could look at that thing 100 times, and you'll probably end up going to get a job that'll pay you at least, you know, $1,000 or $2,000 a month. You'll probably fuck around, go get a $900 payment on the car, you know, and then you'll end up getting one. Like, that's just how it is. Like, you can apply that same stupidity mentality to doing what you love. Like, I'm going to be an idiot and not sleep. I'm going to go to the studio and I'm going to face the consequences of working at 9 a.m. when I came home at 5 a.m. Yeah. Like, I could do the same fucking thing, but except with your craft. You know, if a lot of people thought like that too, it'd be a whole different story for, you know, the story of success. Now, me, I mean, I've done the same shit. You know, I drove a fucking M2, and I did not need that car. But that's just how it is. It's like, you know, you get that impulse. So if you get that impulse with dumb shit, you should get that impulse with your life, too. Yep. You know, that's just how it is, I think. You know, it's just me, though, bro. Like, if you're not wired that way, it's not possible because you're not fucking wired anyway. It's just how you want to think. Yep. You know, it's literally how it is. If you want it, yeah. Do you want a Hellcat? Yes. Okay, it's easier said than done. Go get a Hellcat. Go find me something you're going to do. Go work a fucking job that'll pay you at least $1,000 to $2,000 a month. So you could be an idiot and pay the $1,000 payment with the $260 insurance. So that's like $500 that you have left for the month. Plus after taxes, like maybe like $342. You know what I mean? Like, you'll make that decision to do that, though. Yeah. But you won't make that decision to become a finance manager or like this and that because school's too hard. You're too tired. Yep. Exactly, bro. That's, you know, I mean, dog, you couldn't have said it better. Too tired. Couldn't have said it better. You know? That's you 100% couldn't have said. And a lot of times, bro, it's just, again, arrogance. People don't listen. Like, there's so many people out there that you could give a blueprint of success to and they wouldn't listen. They wouldn't follow it. And it makes no sense to me because, like, if you're making more money than me, I'm gonna listen to you. You know what I mean? Right. If you like, yeah. Right. If you look better than me in the gym, I'm gonna listen to you. You know what I mean? I'm gonna listen to you because I want to physically, mentally trade places with you in all those areas. Right. So I'm gonna listen to you, and that's exactly what you said with the average mindset and average thinking, dude, is a lot of times for you to get to that point where you're at now, where the way that you think now, and it's like you can tell the difference is you have control over your mind. Right. You can change the way you think because you know you need to. Exactly. And you know, all right, well, listen, I'm thinking about this the wrong way, and if I keep thinking about this the wrong way, it's going to take my success off course, so I need to change my mindset on this and fix that, bro. And once you get to the point, but how do you get there? You only get an opportunity to change your thinking during times of adversity, bro. Exactly. So when you're going through some shit, that's when you get to change your thinking. Only that. And you use the name too. Yeah, adversity. That's badass. But I really, dude, I couldn't agree more. I think like you really start to use that inner channel when your like back is against the wall. Yeah. And I feel like that's when I perform the best too. Like if you're like, you know, even in sales too. Like I feel like the best time is like, you know, you're fucked. You're down bad at the end of the month. You could pull a nice, like, 6 cars out of your ass. Like, that's because of the fact that it's like, when you're like that, and I feel like when you hustle like that, it's not being half-assed or lazy. It's like, dude, you just know that you're going to get it regardless. Like, maybe I would have fucked off the first 10 days, but now the last, like, 20 or 15 days, I'm going to kick your ass. Find a way, You know what I mean? I'm going to find a way to do it, you know? And it's all about, literally, it's full circle. Again, bro, the mindset.
100%.
That's
bro.
all it is.
Comes down to everything. How you do one thing's how you do everything,
Yeah,
bro.
hey, I mean, yeah, literally, and basic steps too. If you're not following steps, like how you know it all, but you don't follow basic steps. You know what I mean? Basic steps is what I mean. You don't just go on the court and have a perfect jump shot like Curry. You go out there and you sit. I make sure my elbow's in. That's called practice. And then when you have steps, like okay, I go up. Now the arm goes up. Now the elbow goes out. You know what I mean? Like the elbow's still in, but it you know, it flares out. Like that's literally it's a step. So there's steps to shoot the ball.
Step-by-step process.
So how the fuck
exactly.
you shooting the ball and you don't know how to shoot the ball? Does that make sense?
Yeah. Most people do, bro. That's the thing is most and all this stuff, guys, that we're saying, and that most of these people say that are on the podcast that have the mindset or that have achieved success in their life is we learn from failure. We learn because we used to have a different mindset. And over time, because of our mentors, you know, shout out Simon, shout out Tristan, Brody, but because of our mentors and because of the people that, you know, like you said, you've learned from and that you've not learned from, because and the suffering and the pain and the experiences allowed us to change our thinking. But the thing is, you got to throw yourself in the fire. You got to throw yourself out there, bro. Like him, like dog, if you really think about it, every aspect of your life, every second of your life, is focused on your dream. Right. Like even you selling cards, like, oh, why is he selling cards? Listen, bro, he's got to pay for studio time. You got to pay for traveling. You got to pay for all this stuff. And honestly, bro, like that's how rapping is from what I know. And you can correct me if I'm wrong. You don't start off making millions, bro. It takes years. And then you finally get maybe a deal or you finally get royalties or you finally get your masters and now you get the access to millions. But in order for you to get to the millions, you got to spend millions to do so.
And don't let the media fool you. Half of these guys are broke ass.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if they do have money, I can guarantee you it hasn't been from rapping the first couple of years. I mean, Buddy, look under Buddy's name. He probably owns a building or two. Think about it, bro.
Yeah.
Like these guys are broke ass. And you know, for me, it's like, okay, if I can make a couple $100,000, I can make 100 or at least a shy of 100 or 100 or more selling cars. And like a rap, fuck you. I'm gonna rap.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna sell cars. You know what I mean? It's like, it's literally like how you can get it, just get it.
Yeah.
I've always been that guy, bro. Like when I was younger, I mean, I'll call my mom right now on this podcast. When I was younger, I used to go around my old neighborhood. I lived in River Grove, kind of by like Elmwood Park over there. And I would go around and I'd shovel. I'd cut grass. I'd do whatever. Well, not cut grass. I was a dumbass kid. I didn't use the lawnmower. I'd go out there. I'd shovel, bro. I'd shovel people's lawn, $10, $20, like this and that. I would always do any type of job I could to get money, bro. So if you're telling me I could stay in there for 12 hours and have the opportunity to make the most money I can in a day that, you know, your parents probably make in a week.
Yeah.
Like, no, dead seriously, bro, or like a month almost. Like, I mean, that business is so stupid that you can make, I mean, I could make your
a yearly
parents,
salary in a month,
like,
bro.
the thing is, like, you can make your parents' wages for a month in like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
In a day. You know what I mean? It's fucked up. So it's like, you know, when you have an opportunity like that, you gotta go, bro. I don't care if I just was in the studio at 5 a.m. 9 a.m., I'm there with a suit and tie on.
Yep.
That's just how it is, bro.
That's how it's got to be,
That's how
bro.
it's gotta be. And I got my Starbucks, G. Like, that's it. I won't leave it
Black
out
coffee all the way, bro.
No, fuck that. I get the vanilla.
You got the vanilla.
I get the venti vanilla chai tea latte, oat milk, with one shot of espresso.
I love black coffee, bro.
You like black coffee, man?
Yeah, that's me, bro. I'll destroy shots of espresso, black coffees all day. I love black coffee.
Like, I don't know, man. I just do what I do with the Starbucks. I let my girl pick out whatever she wants, and then I'm like, that sounds good. Vanilla? Fuck, let me get that one. Let me add that one too. Add that to the pickup. You know, fuck it. And let me get a cake pop on it.
Cake pop.
Yeah, I like that one. Yeah, man.
That's crazy though, bro. Because a lot of these, you said a lot of these rappers out here, you know, they're broke. Like a lot of them are, or maybe there's, you know, somebody else had money, or maybe they. Now, what's the deal with? Because I would talk to Real Young G about this a lot on the podcast, bro, and it's very interesting when it comes out just about the musical career in the music industry and just everything that's going on, bro. And I don't think I really got a chance to ask him. Now, I know we were talking about, like, you know, royalties and your master and deals and record labels, and you hear a lot of these stories, especially through social media, about these artists and these rappers that get cracked by their deals. And it's like, how do you avoid that, bro? How do you
stay independent, bro? Stay independent, bro. Listen, nobody could crack you if you're paying with your own money. And I mean, that's not true, because you could be a dumbass and get cracked out of your own money. Yeah. But the only fact of the matter is, like, okay, look, if you have your own money, you're not gonna tell me how much money I could spend on studio time, because nobody's gifting that to me. You know what I mean? If you have your own money, no one's gonna care how much you're spending on promotion for emojis rather than fucking Boo Thing, because it's your money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's how. And then, you know, when they're taking percentages and royalties, I mean, the only thing you really should be paying for yourself if you're independent is, you know, beats, if you're buying them from somebody or a producer. And I mean, chances are you probably didn't even be able to buy the full exclusive rights to it. You're probably leasing it, you know what I mean? That's 50-50 at a time. And a lot of the things is promotion too for the song. So I mean, all that money that you're putting in, you know, if a label's putting that in for you, I mean, you signed a contract, so you are giving up some of that. But if you avoid getting cracked, you go in with your own money. You know, Young Dolph, I believe, was saying the same thing. I think Drake had an investor. It's a lot of things like that, you know, it's a lot of things that go about it. I mean, Drake was also, you know, doing a lot of faking it till he made it, which is, the best part you can do, because everybody on social media will believe whatever you put out for them. As long as they don't really know you in real life, that you aren't driving this Rolls Royce and it's a $5,000 rental for you a month, no one's going to know. They just think you're a fucking Rolls Royce on Instagram, you know, but you really, you know, you work at the Marriott. Like, it's facts, bro. It's literally fucking facts. So, you know, staying afloat with that is literally just probably having your own money. I mean, it's just the simple gist of it, bro. When you're at your own funding, think about it, bro. It's like when you got your own, let's say, even when you go to a dealership or like when you go to buy a car or something, let's say if you had, because rates are high right now, let's say you already had a pre-approval, not one of those bullshit ones, a real pre-approval with like a 4%, and they trying to give you like an 8%, they're going to use your own money, right? Your own credit, your own financing. You're like, fuck it, I'm going to use that one. So, I don't know. That's just me, bro. My own money. Like, that's how I feel
100%.
like you avoid getting cracked. Now, you can use labels' money. You can do all this stuff because it is a pimp thing to do. You know, you get a little sign-on bonus and you get a little Rolex and you do your thing. But I don't know. I mean, a lot of people just do it for that. And then after the sign-in bonus, they ain't even realize how much they just spent and then what they just signed over.
Yeah.
So.
Because that's royalties, bro. I mean, think about it. You drop like Juice WRLD dropped Lucid Dreams. That shit blew up. I mean, you know, Bad Bunny. Like, imagine these people that are dropping these music that's blowing up. And I think somebody broke it down. Like, Mariah Carey lost like $100 million on some song or something.
Probably that Christmas one or something.
Yeah, that's what it was, I think.
And then, you know, you're even talking about, Nipsey Hussle. I believe he owned all his masters, I believe.
Nipsey Hussle was a G, bro. I love Nipsey.
That dude's a G. I saw him, man. I never forget this video. I saw of him slapping some dude on the red carpet, man. It was the coolest thing ever. It was before the Chris Rock and Will Smith shit. If I was Will Smith, I would have slapped him with a stick. You know what's that song called? You know what I'm talking about, right? The Drake one, yeah. It's just been stuck in my head all day. But yeah, no. Nipsey Hussle. Who else? I want to say Future. I've said I read a lot. I read a lot. You know, so correct me if I'm wrong, but it could be Future that owns a lot of people. Like, a lot of these people have caught on the wave where they should be owning their own shit or they're signed. You know, they get out of their deals. And then you also see the rappers on the story posting with the sad emojis, like, my label's fucking me, like this and that. You know how it just goes. So, like, I don't know what I want to do. I mean, if the contract's not right, then I wouldn't sign it. You know, that's just me. I don't need a sign-on bonus.
Yeah.
I don't need it. You know what I mean? So it's like, damn. Like, I wouldn't know what to do in that situation because it's like, I just want to distribute my music. But it's also like, damn, like, I don't know. At that point, though, like, a lot of people have asked me if I wanted to get signed. And I'd give them the fuck it, I don't care. Like, I would do it, but it's also like, I don't know, because I'd want to just get my shit out. It's not about the money, bro. Fuck the money. Like, you know, you can work and get money. Like, this is for doing a passion.
Yeah.
I want people to hear my music. I don't give a fuck what, you know what I mean? Like, I don't care if you give me 20 for the show or 15 for the show. Like, it's the same shit. I'm gonna spend it the same way. Are you hearing the song or not? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, do you like the song or not? That enough that you want to bring me out there. So it's all about the music for me, bro. Like, that's
100%, bro.
You know?
I don't think you could ever get really truly fucked over if you truthfully see the value and you love what you do, bro. Because I mean, I think, bro, at the end of the day, you'll be able to like you talk about, like, you know, Montana 300. I don't know, you probably heard of him. Mm-hmm. Montana 300. He's I mean, dude, for how big he is, for no label ever. Right. You know, he built that shit himself, bro.
He really did, bro. He had built that, and I was in like high school watching that shit.
Yeah.
Like, my headphones on a Chromebook, you know what I mean? Like, that dude, like, no, he's legit.
And then who else was it that no record label? So, you know,
no record label. I mean, it's, you know, the problem is like, too, is there's a handful of people with no record label, but then they're also co-signed.
Yeah.
Or, like, you know, so it's a lot of behind the scenes shit that you just don't know about.
But you could set it up, like you said, bro, where like Russ, he partnered with Columbia. He said, you know, where it was like a 50-50 split on the profits, you know, and it's like, and Montana said that. He said, you know, labels, he said, don't make you famous while you make them rich, you know?
Oh, yeah.
So it's like,
so it's either the one you want, bro. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, if you want to be super famous, you can sign a label. If you want to be rich ass, like you can try to do it yourself. And if you pop off, you know, all the money you putting in, you gotta have a little, you know, 50-50, and then all the profits you're getting back is all you.
Yeah.
Make it an LLC. You don't pay too much in taxes. You can write some shit off.
Yep.
Boom. You know
but that's the thing, bro. People don't know this shit, and it's not taught in school.
No,
it's
school
not.
will never teach you this shit.
None of it will. They'll never teach you the mindset. They'll never teach you none of this.
They need
this
somebody
knowledge,
cleaning,
like,
bro. They need somebody selling windows or, you know, bagging my McDonald's. Like they need that, bro. It's just how it works. Like not everybody will probably be able to make $1 million fucking in their lifetime. Which is, I mean, not everybody will make $1 million in their lifetime.
Right.
Let's restate that. We need McDonald's workers. We need people that are union workers. We need, like, I mean, it's just how it is, bro. It's not a bad thing. I mean, and people are content with that too. There's a ton of people that I've talked to. I'm like, nah, I'd rather make $1 million. Like, I don't care how much money I got, or I don't care. Like, I've talked to a lot of people like that. I don't care what kind of clothes I wear. I don't care how much money I have right now. I mean, like, I've met people like that. I know that, and it's just like, that's cool to do you, but it's also like I can never live like that, bro.
Yeah,
I can't. That's just not me. And they're not bashing those people. You know, you could think whatever you want to think. I don't live between your eyes, bro. I don't see what's out of your eyes. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
So if you think like that, yeah, okay. Have a great time. In the, you know, in the, what do they call that shit that they've been saying all over in the Matrix?
The Matrix.
Yeah, you have a great time in the Matrix. You know?
Escape the Matrix, yeah.
Yeah, right? Like that, who's always saying that shit?
Andrew Tate?
Yeah. I'm always hearing Matrix. I love that shit. I think it's the funniest thing ever.
Well, I mean, dude, like that's like how fast, you know, your life can blow up. I mean, his life changed crazy, you know,
right?
And that's how fast it can go. I mean, you can go from, you know, eating buckets of KFC out the trash to having more, I mean, almost billions of dollars. I mean, that's truthfully how it can go in your life. But that starts with, like you said, changing your mindset, bro.
Oh, yeah.
And with that, it kind of leads into my next question for you is like, what would you say, number one, we'll do this, and then I'll ask you another question. We can finish it off after that. Where do you see yourself? I mean, I'd say let's just, you know, 5-10 years from now, where do you, number one, see yourself, and where would you like to be 5-10 years from now?
I mean, physically, or like, you know, so physically, in 5 or 10 years, I could see me in somewhere badass, like California or Greece, somewhere with
Greece
like, with a, yeah, I'm Greek, so I go there every year and everything like that. I got family. I'd probably be in Greece with my dick out on a balcony. Yeah. You know, Greece somewhere with my dick out on the balcony, euros piled to the fucking ceiling, in designer bags, and that's just how I'd be living. You know, I've always envisioned the 5 or 10 year mark. Me with my dick out somewhere on some balcony, rich as hell. Like that's what I know will happen. That's what it'll be, and I'm content with it because that's the same answer I've given for the past like 3 years.
Shit, bro. I mean, hey, I support it, bro.
Right, and you know, not single. You know, hopefully got my you know, get wifed up, this and that.
But them balconies in Greece are like really close to each other, aren't they?
Well, it depends, bro. If you own the whole spot. You know, it depends if you own the whole spot. And you can get away with a lot out there. I mean, you know, I don't know about 5-10 years from now because the world's going to shit. But all I know is if you come out there with a couple $1 million in Greece right now, you're gonna be kissing your ass. I'm just gonna let you know that now. I mean, most of the, you know, most people in Europe are living paycheck to paycheck, bro. Like legit paycheck to paycheck. So. And you thought America was bad, bro. I mean, they barely get paid out there, and they live in paycheck to paycheck. You know, so you go out there with a couple mil. I mean, fuck it, even 100 grand. You're making 100 G's out there, and you go out there, bro. You're a pimp, dude.
Yeah,
it's just how it is, bro.
But I didn't even know that. Bro.
Yeah, 5 to 10 years, dick out on my balcony in Greece, in one of my houses in Greece, and a ton of cash, of course, from doing music or whatever the fuck the latest endeavor was, and. Yeah, that's where I can see myself. And obviously, you know, big with music, but I mean, I can see that happening within the next couple of years or so. I mean,
let's go, bro.
You know, so that's a given because, you know, work, bro. If you work it, it'll happen. Like,
yeah,
you don't have to wish and
pray.
Don't
give up, bro. You just keep going to the truthfully, the only time you can fail is if you completely give up.
Facts.
Like if you were to just never rap again, like that's when you would fail. You know what I mean? But like you've already dropped tracks, you know, and some of them, you know, like you said, you're getting 40K plus views. Like some of them, you probably got 2 views or something, you know, especially when you first started, bro. And it's like, and nobody knows who you are until everybody knows who you are. You know what I mean, bro? And
bro.
Keep going.
Yeah. It's the way it goes, bro. Like, you know, nobody's gonna care until somebody cares. You feel me? Like that's the way it is, dude.
What was your if you don't mind me asking, getting a little personal, what was your biggest check from whether that's a show, whether that's, you know, just royalties or streams, like whatever it is, what was your biggest, like...
Through music?
Yeah, for music.
Okay. My biggest check through music. Honestly, my biggest check through music had to be, it was nothing crazy. It was about a couple $1,000s, and it was from DistroKid from streaming. So with that being, like, what that was is that, I mean, you know, you barely get paid. I mean, sometimes you're getting paid cents on songs when they stream. So this was me, you know, with earnings. I don't know how long it took. I'd probably have to go back and check the agenda. But to make a couple thousand, I don't even remember how much it was. At least like 2,000. And to make that much money, dude, like the songs had to be either streamed a long time or that money was in the bank for a while from building up from DistroKid, because that right there, you know, it's not consistent, super consistent right away. Then it started getting more consistent where I'd get paid. But, you know, I also have a job, too, where I'm not too concerned on how much I'm getting made on the music, because as of right now, you're buying the image, bro. When you buy the image, you're paying for videos, you're paying for this, you're driving cars, you're doing this, you're doing that. Like, it's a whole fucking facade until you actually get your first hit record and they're flying you out to New York. And then that's when you know your fucking life's gonna change. You know, like for now, you just gotta ball out on your own bread, and then if you can afford it, you know, don't go crazy. But right now, it's all you putting on your little show. And when somebody comes to sit down and pay a ticket for the show, that's when that's when you start really getting crazy.
Do you have an artist or like just somebody that you look up to, you would say could be like your favorite artist or your favorite musician that you looked up to since you were a kid and stuff? Or?
Since I was a kid, you know, I didn't really do too much of like looking up to a lot of people as kids, more of like the actual thought of being, you know, somebody, which was, you know, I really liked, you know, my dad used to play a lot of NWA when I was younger. I'd listen to, I mean, anywhere from NWA to rock music to anything. Like, I'd literally listen to all types of music. I used to play guitar, too. I liked Slash a lot. I thought that dude was raw with his long curls and the badass guitar. So, I mean, that was an inspiration from a lot of music background. But, I mean, as of rapper-wise, I didn't really have anybody that really made me want to come up too much other than hearing a lot of Trill Sammy's music, maybe in, like, 2017, 16. And then also I do like a lot of, as of now, like Central C.
That's that UK rapper that did the freestyle, right?
Yeah, I like a lot of UK shit, and I listen to Greek music too, like Greek rap. There's a lot of guys that are popping out there too, which I've actually outsourced a lot of my streams through Spotify all through Europe. I've made a lot of the promotion and shit like that to push towards more people out there, like in Athens and, you know, from where I'm from and shit, because once you blow up out there, bro, I mean, it's fucking over with. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, that's a given, because those people out there can value the shit. Like, you know, they can really value the, like, American style music, even though, you know, they make the drill out there, they make the rap, but they really value that type of stuff out there. You know, like Mexico, Brazil, Germany. These are all the top spots that have been all over my Spotify this year, that were playing a lot of my music, whether it's to anybody in fucking Idaho, you know what I mean? Like, it was a lot of people from Berlin, Brazil, Greece, which I think is the best, bro, because it's like, you know, once you blow up in a different country, like, you're the shit. Yeah. You're the shit. 100%. Bro. Like, out here, you have no fame out here, like, at all. But you go to fucking a different country, bro, with a different currency, and they know you. That's wrong. Yeah. I want to be able to blow up out there first. So, I mean, honestly, that's another goal for going back on what you said, for another like 5 to 10 years, is make sure I blow up in Greece first. Yeah. Let's go, bro. Yeah. Put on for your people, bro. 100%. Yeah, 100%. What about, and we can end with this, bro, but, I mean, that's crazy, dude. Just like the vision that you have for the music industry, and just watching, all these, and it's just vision in general, man. I mean, like, one thing my biggest struggle was finding a vision, bro, because I didn't know what I was gonna do. Truly did not know what I want. I knew for sure, like you, bro, I just wanted to be rich, and I've always known that. I just didn't know what I was gonna do, and I'm grateful because I feel like God led me to this company. God led me to this opportunity. Right. I know you feel the same way. Oh yeah. And and I truthfully believe, like, if you're somebody out there that is looking to, like you said, escape the matrix, and you're looking for a way to really find out, you know, who you are, bro, like, pursue something. Like, pursue something. If you feel and your conscience tells you, dude, when you're a kid, you always, you get that thing in class. Oh, what do you want to be when you're older? Astronaut, president, like, whatever you want to be, like, lock in on your vision of who and what you truly want to be in your life. And if you just listen to that, that's the voice of God. That's your conscience. It's going to tell you what you need to do, and it will guide you, man. So don't ignore it. Make sure you listen to that voice in your head that's telling you where you need to go in your passion. But yeah, bro, the last thing I wanted to ask you is, like,
So let's say, for example, all your stuff was gone. So your music's gone. Nobody knows who you are. You're erased from the earth. And this is what I usually end every podcast with. But let's say you know, all that's gone, bro. And you got 3 pieces of advice. And this is the only 3 things in the world that you could have someone remember you by. Dang. What would you leave? What would be those 3 pieces of advice? Those 3 keys in life that you would leave behind, you know, for people to remember you by, that you would use to impact them?
Okay. Shit. So first one, value every lesson. Value every lesson, which, and I mean by that is, you know, everything that you go through, good or bad, break it down into like 4 or 5 parts. Be like, what was good, what was bad, you know, what could I have changed? Was there anything I could do? Shit like that. And I think really just view every situation you do. I mean, I'm saying literally good or bad. You get broken up with, I think you should, you know, do the stats, figure out what the fuck is going on, and kind of break everything down. I mean, literally take it how you want it. Value every lesson. Number 2, cherish no possessions. I feel like I have a ton of shit, and I feel like if it was all gone, I'd still be the same person. Balenciaga doesn't make you cool. The Yeezys don't make you rich. I think it's just facts. And then number 3, honestly, I'd probably say get smart quick. You know, just make sure you wisen up, because all the shit that's around you isn't really what's around you. It's kind of what you want to. It's cool. Everything you see is what you want to see. So you got to make your own reality. That's another one. And then I think number 4, I'd probably say keep your loved ones very close. Fuck the enemies. I don't want an enemy near me. Fuck you. I'd keep all my loved ones close. Whoever you love and whoever you cherish the most. Make sure that they know that. Don't be afraid to get your feelings. Don't be afraid to cry. Don't be a bitch, because your mom, your daddy, your girlfriend, or whoever could die tomorrow, or you could fucking die tomorrow, and nobody's gonna remember you for shit because you were too scared to open up your feelings. So love everybody and keep your loved ones close. That's my 4th one.
Facts.
That's my 4th.
Facts. Value every lesson. That's fire. That's huge. I mean, become smart quick. You got it, bro. Like, your mindset, dude. It's a muscle, bro. You can develop your mindset. Right. It's literally a muscle that you can develop, that you can learn. You learned how to walk when you were a kid.
Facts.
You learned how to read. You learned. So if you know that you can increase your perspicacity in your mind and your intuition, why not do it? Why not spend at least X amount of minutes per day doing so? You know what I mean? And that's coming from, like you said, bro, just being creative, bro. That's just tapping into your creativity by making music, tapping into your sales. All that's mind, bro. Your mind. If you can, and that's probably why you got your mindset now, bro, is because if you can control your mind, then you can control your life, because you can decide how your mind's going to think, and thoughts create actions, and actions create your reality.
Oh yeah, I'm a firm believer, bro. Firm believer.
100%, bro. Well, yo, if they're trying to tune into your music, bro, if they're trying to tune in, if they're trying to grab a whip off you, if they're trying to tune into your music, where can they find you at?
So you can Google me, Almighty AK. I'm the first one that comes up. Instagram, same thing. You can find me everywhere: Pandora, Apple Music, Spotify, Amazon, Deezer, anywhere you can buy music from. Just Google Almighty AK. You will find me everywhere. Yeah, man, it's pretty global right now. So just literally just type the name in, and then hopefully you'll be able to listen to something you like.
And then if they want to buy a car from you?
If they want to buy a car from me, we'll leave that in the description so we don't burn the spot up. But, we'll leave that in the description for you guys too, or you can DM me. I'm in the Chicagoland area.
Let's go, bro. Come on. And make sure you guys get a whip off him. Sells all different types of whips. So
all types
make sure y'all grab one from him.
All types of shit.
And then hit him up. Listen to the music. Music's fire. Definitely huge, bro. Definitely huge. Just the Chicago music industry is just insane.
It's nuts.
Every person I've talked to that's in the music industry so far in this podcast, I love their music, bro. Every single person. Awesome. So make sure y'all tune in. Make sure y'all keep sharing. Make sure y'all keep watching more episodes of Adversity King. Share it with your friends, families, whoever it is. And if you're not watching us, then again, you're probably not going to win. So make sure you watch us.
Facts.
Thank you guys for tuning in.
You're not winning.
Exactly. Share it up. Thank you guys for tuning in. We're going to run it back. You'll see us on the next episode of Adversity Kings. Stay blessed.
Peace.